Hey there, this is CHOMPI. You might be watching this with your CHOMPI ready to dive in, but in case you didn't know, CHOMPI is a quirky sampler with a built-in tape-style looper. Let's talk about what we're doing here. This is the first chapter in a series of companion videos to the CHOMPI manual and firmware. Our hope is for you to use it as a guide to get more acquainted with CHOMPI and all its functions without getting overwhelmed. So to get started, we recommend charging your CHOMPI before trying to operate it on the internal battery. The USB cable that's included in the box can be used with a standard USB power supply. Look for a little red indicator light glowing around the inside of the USB-C port to confirm the battery's charging. Next to the charging port is CHOMPI's power switch. Flip the switch in the direction of the lightning bolt icon and enjoy the light show while CHOMPI boots up. While we're talking about ports and switches, let's check out the rest of CHOMPI's hardware. On the back of CHOMPI, you'll find a charging port, power switch, micro SD card, and the master output for use with speakers. The output for headphones and an auxiliary input are on the right side. An 1/8" input and output for MIDI are located on the left side. If we flip CHOMPI over, we'll see 4 rubber feet that can be slightly adjusted as needed. Finally, the top panel of your CHOMPI is where all the knobs and keys are. Starting on the left side, we have CHOMPI's mode switch for navigating between play and sample record modes. The CHOMPI key is used to record samples and access shift functions. Next to that is the knob for pitch and volume engines, and then you can further adjust your sample's start and end time with these 2 knobs. This knob controls the Magic Wand, CHOMPI's effects engine. Then we have the looper engine where you can record loops and layer sounds together. The knob furthest to the right controls CHOMPI's overall volume. All the encoders also act as push buttons. And beneath all that is a keyboard used for playing sounds, recalling presets, and changing other settings within CHOMPI. We'll get to secondary modes, shift functions, and more later on. But for now, let's just take a little break. Part of the fun of CHOMPI is discovering the way that you enjoy using it. You can think of these videos as a game. Each new concept we introduce is like progressing to the next level. And we encourage you to pause the video and just go explore if you're feeling inspired. But if you're looking for a more guided experience, stick around.